Okay, a little intro to this part 4 of this old world Santa carving. Man, there was a ton of me standing in front of the camera, out of focus, and I had the autofocus set, and so you could hear the motor going back and forth, so had to do all that editing, which I don't like. I like it to be just a continuous flow, but I think it makes for a much better product, and it's much less irritating than it was when I was watching it for the first time. Anyway, it's working on the face mainly. You can see I've moved along and done some more on this, kind of finishing it up. But I hope you enjoy this part 4. And again, as they say, like and subscribe, hit those buttons. It'll help me out. Even leave comments. Just bear with me on the video quality on this one, and we'll go on to the next one, and hopefully it'll be better. Thanks for watching. I really do sincerely appreciate it. Okay, so we're starting this piece. I'm working around the eyes, building an eye mound, using a little U-gouge. Well, not a real little one, but a medium-sized U-gouge. This is an 18-inch piece, and again, I like to just use as big of gouge as I can get in there. Cutting that down from the high point of the eye toward the nose. Want to round out and make a pretty good size eye mound for right now. Gonna cut a little over the bridge of the nose, if I can get the right angle there. And I'll do that on both sides. Again, not taking a whole lot, but using a big gouge. And just keep working on that part on both sides. I'm feeling there with my thumbs to make sure that it's the same on both sides, trying to keep it even. And I'll go down and carve the end of the nose. I carve across the bottom of the nose and then kind of put the angle for the nostrils on both sides. Again, still using that pretty good sized gouge. I think it's 15 something millimeter, but here I went to a smaller one and back on the eye mounds, really rounding it off, making it a deep cut toward the inside of the nose. And that part is the deepest part of your face. And again, just feeling and adjusting to make both sides equal. And trying to make it more round now instead of like a pyramid shape. I just keep taking little pieces off around the eye, but still working toward building a mound. And I'm doing that on both sides. Here on the video, it looks like the one on the, as you're looking at it to the left, sticks out a lot more than the one on the right, but that's not the case. I don't know, I guess it's camera angle. But again, it takes a while for me to do this, and I just take my time. Certainly don't want to cut too much. And once I make a cut on one side, I try to duplicate it on the other side. And that's kind of carving around the back of the eye. And it's real big, too much. It's too big. But I know that I'll cut it down. I always try to work and leave enough wood that I'll have some excess. And again, just redefining the brow line up at the ridge of the nose where it meets the brow line. And I'll go ahead and work down the nose and try to kind of set in that diamond shape on the nose, where the bony part turns into cartilage. I do have a number 8 gouge that I like to use working on the nose, shaping it up. But right now I'm still sticking with the deeper number 11 gouges, more the U gouge style. It's kind of a slow process, but it just, you don't want to take too much off. You don't want to break the nose, so I'm careful on making my cuts. You can see where the mustache is going to go now. I've kind of got that marked. This is my nose tool there I was talking about, the number 8. And I start at there I'm putting the center line on it because I was afraid I was getting out of whack too much. But I'll take this number 8 and just kind of round up the nose, try to put in that diamond shape where the bone meets the cartilage. And working on both sides, as we look at it, the left side, I generally always go from the cheek up toward the tip of the nose. And sometimes it's easier on the side that I'm working on now, sometimes it's easier to go from the nose and carve down to the cheek. But I tried to keep it all the same on this one. There I'm working on the bit of the face that goes down from the nose, kind of creates that skin fold right by the nose down to the lip. You won't see it, but it'll be under the mustache. But you won't see it on this one, but you still have to carve where it starts. And also I want him smiling a little, so it's going to draw it up where it doesn't make a long face, but it kind of tightens the cheeks. And I'm putting in that cut now on both sides. Again, just keep working it down a little at a time. And I was still using that nose tool. Once I start using the tool, it's kind of hard to put it down if it'll still do the job. But here I'm wanting to dig in, make it a little bit more of a line, cutting up on the eyelid now as we look at it, the left eye. And also shaping up that part of the forehead right behind the eye, the temple area. Trying to set it in on both sides. Once I get it to where I want it, I, of course, stop there and I'll carve the eye out around that. And again, just using that number 8 to shape the nose. It makes a real good nose shape. And that area, the area there at the side where the mustache, the beard, the hair, the tassel on the hat, that all comes together. That's a busy spot. It's over there on the right side as we look at it. But again, the marker line there underneath the nose, that's like the bottom part of the mustache. And I'm carving the cheek part, which sits in the top part of the mustache, so it kind of works out handily. I just keep cutting and feeling of it, try to get it the same size. And again, it's a slow process. There you see a profile of the head. You see the forehead's going to have to be cut back in where the hat is right there. But I'm not going to do that right now. I just want to cut in on the side of the nose and roll over this part of the eye. And it does look like a big chisel to use to do that, but it's sharp and it keeps it rounded, not real pointed. And what I'm doing again is just feeling the beard. There's a lot of waste wood yet to be taken off the beard and the mustache. So that's kind of where I'm working now. Careful not to cut the nose totally off. And my right thumb on the chisel, it looks kind of sketchy there, but it helps give me some control and keeps me from cutting myself. And don't do that because I do it. That's just the way I do it. It's not wouldn't be taught as a safe way to do it, but I just do that and I keep pressure on it and it keeps it from slipping. Right there where the shoulder is, There's going to be straps from the backpack. I'm redefining the mustache there, cutting it, not cutting it, but drawing a line there more where it'll be instead of that marker line. And I'll go back in and kind of start shaping that. But right about now, the video automatically cut off and I didn't know it. So since it quit recording, this will be the end of part 4. And stay tuned for part 5 coming soon.